Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm back with another Evilmon video, and today I'll be teaching you some how-to tips that I personally think a lot of people should know, but just don't quite understand it just yet. And some tips are just personally how I choose to do them, and just stuff like that. But if you guys are enjoying my Evilmon content, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'd really love that. And let's set the like goal for 30 likes. Pretty generous. But yeah, let's jump straight into it. So I've been seeing a lot of people trying to go shiny hunting, and me myself, I don't really have too many shinies, but I do encounter shinies quite often. I have Mfox, Chitleden, Lava Rock. I don't even actually remember getting a shiny Chitleden. That's actually pretty interesting. Obviously I have this shiny as well, all of these shinies. So yeah, so my best tactic into getting a shiny is actually the same way I AFK farm. So for starters, you want to actually get your let's see, get your tiny task out. Let me just go ahead and open it right here. I realized I haven't really explained how to actually use your tiny task. So once you download it from the link in the description, you can click preferences and make sure the play speed is on 1x. The continuous playback is check marked like this, and the recording hotkey that I use is F8, and the playback is print screen. That's what I personally use. If you guys don't know, print screen on your keyboard is PS, so you might see that like next to your F12 and stuff like that. But yeah, so for starters, how to use it is F8 basically records your movements. Try not to use your mouse and like hold right click and drag your screen like this, because it will mess up the recording. So yeah, so basically you start recording, you like, I don't know, you do this, do whatever you want to, and then you stop the recording, and then you hit print screen, and basically it'll do it all again. It just basically records your movements and everything else. And from what I know, it is not bannable. I've been using this for plenty years. So yeah, if you guys were worried about that. But let's go ahead and show you how I choose to shiny farm. So it's basically the same thing as how you AFK farm levels, but the only difference is the ending. So what I mean by that is, first off, let me go ahead and fight a monster real quick, because I have to turn on my auto attack and my speed. So turn on my auto, turn on my speed, and then I turn on my auto for this, and make sure your ball is at the infinite one, because that does matter like heavily. So yeah, so let's go ahead, and now that we have all of those check marked, we can go ahead and teleport. We can record, as you see me doing. I like to just kind of go straight, do a little strafing thing like this. Kind of just do this. Even when I hit a monster, I'm still moving in the background, because just in case that monster isn't there on the like first run you do, that's why I like to just kind of still moving. I'm still moving. Even though like my monster is going to be caught right here, I'm still moving. And now I kind of stop moving. This is where I kind of stop moving. I wait a couple seconds, because I could be in a fight right now and I just don't know. So I like to give it a nice little 10 maybe 15 second kind of wait time, because however long it takes you to kill the snake guy, then that's however long you should wait. Once this is done, click this and teleport back. Now the reason you wait that extra like 10 seconds is because you don't want your recording messing up. So now that it's like this, you can hit F8 again, and it'll redo all your recording. So now that you have your auto catch on, it will like automatically catch a shiny. Now the only thing about this is, obviously if you don't want to catch these like cannon fodder guys, you can turn off your auto, and basically here, let me show you. So if you turn off your auto, because you don't want these cannon guys, you don't want these guys like just basically clogging up your like your bag, you know what I mean? So what you want to do is, when you're at this part of the recording, make sure your auto catch is off, and then make sure you have this, and make sure you click this. Don't remind me this session, because when you do that, you can confirm. So next time when you fight a monster, you can I'll just show you. So once you kill this guy, right? If you guys are following me, you can just click C on your keyboard and it'll automatically run away. But if that was a shiny, it would give you the confirmation thing again. See what I'm saying? So it would only like you leave the monster, but then the only times it'll stay on your screen is if it's a shiny. See what I'm saying? So yeah. So basically, if I'm just keep fighting, my screen will stop and give me a confirmation because it's a shiny or a prismatic. Shiny or prismatic. I'm not too sure if the prismatic matters too much, but I'm pretty sure it will stop at a prismatic as well. But that's just how personally I would like farm shinies, and you can do this on any world. This is just the world that I personally use. Now it's really important that you constantly like re-teleport back to the island that you started the recording on, because it will mess up the recording, because I'm moving around like how I would on this island, but then some islands are shaped differently. So I'm saying, but yeah, so that's just the first how-to tip. On to the next one. All right then. So for summon islands, if you guys don't already know, I'm on the summon ruins number 2. There's summon ruins number 1, and then there's summon ruins number 3. So if you guys don't know, there is something called skill crates, or just skills in generals. So these are like the different type of skills that monsters can't learn by themselves. They can't learn them naturally. Like think of them like TMs if you ever played Pokemon. So some of these are extremely powerful. Example like Dragon's Breath. It's the highest dragon stacking move in the game, I believe, because the regular Dragon Claw only inflicts like 1 dragon mark. Or just like example, Fighting Will, Hone 2 increases attack by 8. It's just upgraded versions of a lot of other abilities. So some people don't realize that when you fight a monster on different islands, they do have different caches, like epic skill cache and legendary skill cache. Now what people don't understand is that they are all the same. The only difference in like what monster you fight is the stones. The stones are the only thing different, and that's what basically depends on if you want to fight a boss or not. So example, if you need grass stones, then just farm the grass stone boss. You know what I'm saying? The epic skill caches are all the same. Like you have a chance to drop any epic skill from any one of these. But the only difference in the islands is that you see the highest one I can get is a legendary skill cache. But in this one, I think the highest one you can get in this one is either also a legendary. Yeah, you can't get anything in this one actually. Sorry about that. But in this one, this is the one I've been farming recently. If I can click it, Summon Ruins 3, because it is the only island that has a chance to drop a mythic skill cache. See here, the mythic skill cache is a 5% drop, and personally this is just how I have just been farming it, because a lot of mythic skills are like, they're really hard to get. Obviously it's a 5% drop. Obviously don't fight this monster unless you can beat it. I was fighting this guy earlier with my Tarragon, so I might lose this. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, basically if you beat him, then you have a chance to get a mythic skill cache, legendary skill cache, epic skill cache, etc, etc. But you will always get coins and element stones and exchange tokens. Now if you guys don't know, oh wait, I'm not high enough level for this. But yeah, so after beating those bosses, you also get another currency so that you can spend it on this shop as well, which you can also buy legendary skill caches from this place as well. It's really up to you what you do with your stuff. I like to just do this because you never know what skill you might get, because Hone 2 is a very useful skill that I actually use for a lot of my monsters. So yeah, and Lightning Storm is like an AoE special type of lightning move. So just overall, just stuff like that. It's very, very helpful when you're like kind of like end game, you just don't know what to farm, or if you really want to make your monsters like stronger, you can like, you know what I mean, just look at all this stuff and etc. But yeah, on to the next how-to tip. So some people don't really know how to get equipment, or if you do know how to get equipment, you don't know how to refine it and upgrade it. So on this island, Silent Sands, is where you can get the equipment dungeon. Now do be warned, you do need to be level 40 to unlock this. So once you're in here, you do get a daily 3 or 1 every single day, and obviously there's different zones for different levels. all these zones drop different legendaries, but some of them do have different typings, so just do be warned for that. I like using my Frostseer or my Sunder Crane to really like help me with challenges like that, because they have pretty good AoE stuff. So yeah, that's just what I personally do. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about these things: enhanced stones and refined stones. So some people don't realize that you don't actually need tickets to just farm dungeons. These basically just make sure that like you will always get a legendary every single time you do an equipment challenge. But if you don't have these, then you will probably just get like an epic equipment. If you don't know what that is, this is what I mean: an epic equipment, which are still good, but obviously the legendaries are just, you know, just better in general. But yeah, you do still have a chance to get a legendary if you want to just farm dungeons. You can. There's definitely a method to it. It's really just auto clicking with that one, I'm pretty sure. So this method is pretty easy. But yeah, so some people don't realize that you can salvage your unneeded parts. It is only one, but as far as I've seen, that is the only consistent way of getting these stones. I'm pretty sure legendaries sell for 2. Yeah, legendaries sell for a lot more. But if you do want a mythic, this is how you get mythics. At level 55 is where you can get mythic, like mythic items. See what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how you would get the mythic affixes. I think a lot of people were talking about that. I don't know. I saw that somewhere. But yeah, some people were talking about that, and that's just how I, you know, just found out how to do it. Now, some people don't actually know how to upgrade your equipment and stuff. So now that I taught you how to get them, let me show you how to use them. So you want to teleport to the main city, like I'm doing obviously right now. Come on, load in. Tips. Oh, that's what I'm doing right now too. So let's go over here to the gear station. Over here, talk to Carly. Yeah, let's see. Okay, now, so there's 3 things here. Okay, one uses these stones and the other uses these stones. Now this one, a little weird. I don't entirely understand how this works, to be honest. It's working now, but I don't really understand. I think they may have fixed it. I'm not too sure. Yeah. So from what I've seen, you have to have. Nah, I mean, I still don't. I don't really understand it. I don't know why these can transfer, but it's whatever. Maybe it's because. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But over here is where you can refine it. So basically, you see the stats, the little bottom stats, like you see the damage, the A tier damage, and then the snowflake damage C. This is where you can change all of that. So yeah, this is where you can change all of that. At the top, like the top stats, this is where you can make them better. See what I'm saying? So yeah, it is really just the luck of the draw. I got incredibly lucky with this prismatic spirit crown. What the heck? But yeah, basically this is just where you go to upgrade your stuff. This is where I can upgrade my attack, my special attack, and just overall everything, just make my monsters just way stronger. If you don't know how this works, obviously you need coins, so you do need money for this. Let's go ahead and upgrade his attack, because he is a physical attacker. So this is like, the chances do get lower as you upgrade, kind of like catch a monster. If you ever, like, you know, done the catch a monster. Wow, I just failed at 90%. But yeah, so that's just how gears kind of work. And if you have any questions on it, let me know down in the comments below. And please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, guys, if you guys are enjoying the content. All right, let's go to the next one. Alright then, so this isn't really a how-to, more of a what I do kind of thing. So basically what I like to do whenever I am like waiting for the daily quests and everything to reset, I like to basically prepare for towers. Like if I am on a tower, I have to, like, you know, I want to beat the boss, obviously, because in for Ascension 6 you do need to be on floor 80 of the tower. So yeah, that is something you do, like, you will have to do eventually. The tower gives good rewards, and also it's just, you know, the leaderboard, if you did want to like get on the leaderboard, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I like to just kind of prepare different teams, because obviously if the monster is different, then my team has to be different. I really like to go into detail with like their moves. Like I like on my off time, I like looking at like what monsters can learn what. Example, like I can learn battle stance, I can learn iron shell if I need more defense. I can learn a different different variety of elemental moves in case I ever needed to like counter somebody's element but still use this guy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, there's just a ton of stuff that you really can do on your off time, and that's what really makes the game so good, is that there's always progression somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like over here I can look at this stuff and everything else. It's really just a bunch of stuff like optimization really, that you really have to do and stuff like that. And I like to farm for mythic moves as well. Over here, like this is just like legendary, like epic stuff and everything else. But I did end up getting Bolt Strike, which is a mythical move that I taught to this guy, which I thought was gonna be stronger, but it's actually kind of booty. Deals 6x to 10x power and damage to the target. It's pretty booty, not gonna lie. Not as crazy as I thought it would, because I thought it stacked with my charge, but it really doesn't seem to be stacking correctly, so I'm not really too sure about that one. But yeah, guys, other than that, guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And just a reminder, I stream on Friday mornings for like the Catch a Monster admin abuse, but then after the admin abuse is done, I usually just, you know, start playing Evilmon. I'm gonna try to start streaming Mondays and Tuesdays, probably around like, I don't know, 3 p.m, maybe 4 or 5 p.m. It really depends on my schedule and what I'm doing. Maybe I'll be with my girlfriend or stuff like that, you know, just plans, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to stay updated, please join my Discord down below. It'll be in my description, for daily pings and updates. But other than that, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Later!